G'day, beautiful people rolling in. Hi, Scout. Look who my avatar is. It's Sunny Bum, because this is actually a Shxtty Kitty Kitchen episode. But I'm doing the launch over here too because it's the last opportunity for people who want to watch some repugnant cooking to head over to the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen channel and subscribe, because I'm about to embark on a very terrifying adventure. Joey Wilson. You've got some cards too. Yeah, I think there's probably thousands of variations of them floating around. And I have a very large collection of hideous 1970s Australian Women's Weekly cookbooks with some of the most revolting looking things in them I've ever seen in my life. Oh, wait a minute. G'day. You literally just woke up. You're brewing coffee. And so, well, it's just you, me, and Joey right now, and a lurker who hasn't said hello yet. But yes, inspired by a $15 purchase at an op shop on the weekend with my sister. I've just done a little bit of research before going live about the particular recipe cards I am going to be randomly selecting one a week to cook and, God help me, do the taste test. Tor's very tired, long day at work. In fact, why do I go live at 9 p.m? I don't know. Oh, Joey, thank you. That's very sweet. I hope you've had a great wedding anniversary day too. Hi, Kim Heffernan. I noticed you've subscribed to the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen. You're bang up for some wrong cooking action. So I picked this up in the op shop the other day. I haven't had a chance to clean it yet, but I need to because I'm a bit like that, for the amazing price of $15. And there is a second one, but the beauty of this one is none of the packets have been opened. They're all still sealed in plastic. Brand new. Well, not brand new. They're from 1973. I'm going to die of food poisoning. I have no doubt about it at all. But I know some people who own pigs and they eat anything. And I figure a lot of this stuff is going to be made from canned goods and things like that. So hopefully budget-wise, it's not going to be too bad. I might have to buy some jelly molds, or jello, as you guys would call them, because the blog I found that talks a bit about these cards showed some photos, and there's a shitload of aspic and jello, jelly, which I can't stand. Even little Sunny Bum, who's you're going to fall in between them. She's been sliding between the ottomans by the looks of it. And these aren't in the original box. Aloha, Humanimal. Hi, Aussie Trisha. You had a great day. Awesome, Joey. Congrats. She's sort of wedged. She might just suddenly go boop and disappear. Well, hello there, Mel. If your reply lucky, there will be a recipe for pork. Well, that's one thing I do have to say right before this challenge commences. We are going to randomly select the first card, and I'm going to make it tomorrow. I might have to run into Cambridge Park and buy myself a jelly mold because, yeah, there's a lot of jelly and aspic. But hi, Lindy Lou. I know it makes me want to puke. And Sunny puked earlier because she had a lot of jelly in her dinner. She's not a fan either. Well, you can just sit back with your feet up and have a little listen, because all we're doing tonight, pork chop, don't eat pork. So, yeah, there's going to be some vetting. One is pork is out of the equation unless it's bacon. I can eat bacon. I can eat ham too. I don't really like it, but I can eat ham. But also, I don't mind if there's ingredients that we don't have in Australia. I'm happy to find the equivalent and make do. But also, if it's anything involving a veggie that's not in season, I will be putting it back in the box for a later time. I mean, there's a shitload of cards here. First, I've got to open all these packets up, but I just want to show you some stuff. All of this is going to happen on the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen. So if one of the mods could be awesome and drop the link into the chat, and then I'll pin it, because I'm on my I'm on Better Call Tour. I may substitute. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys, my computer just shut down. It was like some thermal thing. And then I'm running around checking if the computer's even plugged in, which it is. It just shut down on me. I'm so sorry, guys. I was probed by aliens. I was in the twilight zone. That was so freaky. My computer's just like locked. That was a rapid probing. Put your head down between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Right. Cheeky computer. Why has it done that? It's not even warm in here. I'm wearing a bloody turtleneck. Like, bloody hell. Okay. Hopefully it won't do that again. That's the first time my computer has ever done that. How rude. So I'm going to present something. I hate how share screens are now called present. I just want to show you a few things that I found. Because some of you are going to tell me to not open these cards when you see this. Oh, the fan's kicked in now. So this is a blog, 40 terrifying vintage recipes from 1973, McCall's Great American Recipe Card Collection. So it was a monthly American women's magazine and very popular in the 70s and early 60s. And they created these recipe cards capturing the spirit of America through the recipes by bringing together the famous dishes from the 50 states. Now, I'm not going to show all of them, but just check out that little selection. To the left, we've got ham and bananas hollandaise. The thing in the middle, I don't even want to think about that. The lime and melon salad mold. See what I mean? I'm going to have to buy a jelly mold. And then on the right, we've got chicken Polynesian. Now, this was back in the day when food photography wasn't a thing, clearly. This is going to make me throw up. I know it, guys. I know. Isn't it bad? Yeah, I've got some Women's Weekly cookbooks, and I also have I'm going to take this off the screen for a minute. I also have Don't Worry Australia. You're not going to be left out because I have some shocking Women's Weekly recipes, but I also have the CWA of Victoria, their cookbook, and I'm going to be making crap out of this as well. I've got so many cookbooks. I mean, and I've got my mum's, my grandmother's. I've even got my great-grandfather's recipe book, but his is all handwritten and I can't read it very well. McCall's was very well known in your. I'm going to die. Your mum heard it. Very well known. Toothpicks, pineapples, smoked sausage, pickle, hedgehog. Say no more. I know. I'm screwed. So I did a bit of research, and the collection I've got, I'm not going to give you the number of it because I don't want to. Well, it's number 1, which I did a bit more Googling. Check this out, guys, and this is why you're going to tell me to not open them. So look what I found on Etsy. This is the set I've got, and I know it because over here on the left, am I sharing it with you? Yes, I am, but it hasn't quite scrolled down for you, Groovers, yet. But here on the left is the baked corn pudding, and I did a quick rummage, and lo and behold, I have the baked corn pudding pack. See on the left-hand side? Oh, here come the porn bots. I'm not into girls. Sorry. Bye. 490, like just under 500 Australian bucks. And that set is used. Now, admittedly, they've got the original box. I've got this little thing, which someone's very kindly stored them in. And there's another box where I bought this. I'm going to go down there and see if the other one's still there and grab it. The other one is open. They're all open, but this one isn't. And this one on the screen on Etsy, just under 500 US for a used set. And I briefly went, maybe I should hang on to them. I don't like your hot photos, sister. Go away. Yeah, part of me was like, do I sell them? But then, I mean, this could have been on Etsy since, I don't know, there's 65 sales. There's only one left. But I don't know. I feel it's my duty as a YouTuber to not give a shit and just dip in. Because, I mean, who knows how long that chick on Etsy's been trying to sell them, right? The porn bots are very active this evening. Very active. It'll keep you mods busy at least. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Humanimal. If you can ask for $500 for a used collection, but imagine what these are probably worth because they're all sealed. But now what I'm going to do, they do smell a bit musty. I'm going to open them. I'm going in for it. These treasures. And what I'm going to do is this particular set is our rich heritage. There are blank cards too, apparently, in the packets that you can write your favorite recipes on. So if I draw out a blank card, I get a week off. No, I don't. I'm going to do one a week. Some of them will just end up being ditched because of the pork thing. Not thrown out, but I just won't be able to do them. Maybe I'll post them to you, Mel, and you can complete the set. And then if I don't die of food poisoning, you're predicting stuff. I've been back for a while, Joey. I was gone for a couple of minutes. My computer thermostat overheated and it locked me out. Welcome back, Groover. Did you miss me? Oh, I didn't tell you what that other one was. It doesn't really matter. Jesus. Famous restaurants. Oh, we might be getting a bit fancy. Recreating some restaurant dishes. But what I'm planning on doing this evening is drawing out the first card. And like I said, I might have to vet them a little bit. Like if it's some sort of vegetable dish and it requires something in season and it's not in season, it's just going to have to go back in the box for when it's in season. The Pacific Coast. Hey, Bristol. Oh, you're a cutie, Joey. Well, I wasn't gone for too long. Just getting rid of the little cardboard backing. This is going to take a wee while, but then I'm going to shuffle them a little bit like a tarot deck. I've seen the front of all of them and none of them are like, oh no, sorry, there was a shortbread recipe. I was like, let's hope that's what we kick off with. But in fact, this is the shortbread pack. Our Italian Heritage collection. But I'll go back to the op shop. Actually, there's some blank cards in that pack. I'll take them out while I spot them as well. But do you reckon I should go back to the op shop and get the other box, or do you think this will keep me busy long enough? The Wishing for a Pacific Oyster Dish. This is the memorable summer meals. Well, we are going into summer. There's just way too much aspic and jelly in the bits that I've seen on the cover of a few of them. Oh, I love some cannelloni. I'd be happy if it was that. Yeah, brand new. I know. And I just had a look on Etsy, Joey, and someone's selling a set of the same ones that I've got for $500, and they're used. They're opened and used. These were all, that's what made me buy them. The other box is they use, I think one box is enough. Like once a week I'm going to be puking. So, well, I might be pleasantly surprised. But if the amount of aspic in some of these photos is anything to go by, I'm going to need a lot of surprises. Yeah, $500, Joey, on Etsy. And I showed that I've got the same cards as the one that's on there for $500. 1973. You predict a fruit pie with a buttery crumble. I think after the first recipe, your colon will be in trouble. It's going to be a bit of fun. I'm doing it to keep me sane while I keep calling out all the assholes on YouTube. I've got to balance things, you know. It's going to be a healthy YouTube balance. There's going to be calling out jerks, cooking things that are nice, cranking up the smooth criminal again because I've got a scammer I'm about to start baiting, and you get to watch me make disgusting food, eat it, and probably die all in one live. I mean, don't say I'm not having a crack at content on this bloody platform. I love a prawn cocktail, Joey Wilson. You're going to stock up on Imodium. Thank you, Melba. Oh, a kidney. Yeah, I don't know. Awful. I'm going to taste test everything I make. I've got to work out how to set up my camera in the kitchen so that you can watch me cooking but see my face as well. It's a bit hard the way my kitchen's set up. But that's one thing I'm going to be having to look into as well. Unless I just film it from over on this side and you've got all the kitchen in the background and I can move the camera up and down for prepping. I did once upon a time, Mel, remember I had two cameras going. I had pot cam, but there was this terrible echo in the background. So I have to work out how I'm going to do it. And I also have to consider doing them in vertical, not horizontal, so I can do some cute, quirky little shorts as well. It's going to get very... In fact, if I do it vertical, I'll be able to move my phone around the kitchen. Might just do it on StreamYard on my phone, Groovers. Whack a few shorts out from that. That might be the solution. Faruka, hello. Best entertainment on YouTube. Thank you, Bristol. Mel's going to start a support group. And, yeah, if you want to watch me make these hideous things, let me find a link where... Here we go. Scout, thank you so much. Pin the message. So... You will need to go over to the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen to witness this, to witness my live food poisoning on YouTube. I won't be doing it on this channel. I'm just using this channel to launch a whole boiled calf head. Oh, my computer thermostat, whatever, overheated and it booted me out, Aussie Trisha. Looking good. I'm enjoying all the... Oh, my earrings from... Yeah, I haven't taken them off yet. They're normally the second thing that comes off when I get home after my bra. There's going to be so much jelly. You're saying the calf head in the jelly. Ugh. All right. I don't want to see them. Actually, if I turn them upside down, Because I love a surprise, even a bad surprise I love. But thank you, Verika. Oh, wait, there's some cardboard and some blank ones. Let's pull them out while we say, oh, Jesus Christ, the thing I just saw. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm prepared to show you this. This is the road we're heading down, people. Tomato aspic. I'm going to die. I'm going to decorate it like that too with the little slices of I don't eat olives, but I will purchase them and put them in there. I'll just not eat them. I'm even going to plate it up like, oh my God, I am going to die, guys. These recipe cards are going to kill me. Like, I know already that tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym and then I'm going to have to drive to the shopping precinct near the airport where there's a fantastic cooking wear shop and buy myself a jelly mold. I've got a couple here, but they're tiny. I've got a fish one and a crayfish one. They're actually hanging on my wall because they're very retro and groovy. The tomato aspect. Oh, Joey, look, honestly, from Mel, oh, fuck off, that's disgusting. No, I don't have a Tupperware jelly mold, but I'm going to puke, aren't I? I've got a cake tin that's got a, I think I have, or I used to. I had a cake tin that was like a jelly mold. If I pull out tomato aspic, because I've shown it this evening, I'm having another draw. I'm not kicking off this challenge with that. What's the bet with all these frigging cards? That's what I pull out. You don't belong here, Trisha? Why not? Smoked sardine dip with croutons. Humanimal, you're willing and wishing. I've got a lot of blank cards now that I can scribble things on. You're wanting the worst thing imaginable to happen to me with these, aren't you? Why don't you belong here, Trisha? You definitely belong here. All right. I'm not looking. If I put them facing away from me and I pull them out, I'll be able to read the recipe and decide if I'm able to cook it based on the previous conversation about what I'm going to have to vet. Like, I can't do pork because I'm allergic to it. This shit's going to kill me without having something I'm allergic to in it. And, yeah, if there's any sort of seasonal veggies that aren't around at the moment, then I'm just going to have to whack it back in and do it another time. I might keep one little cardboard divider because I can put all the ones I've done behind it. Oh, you can't deal with the picture. Yeah, Mel nicknamed me Pork Chop because she found out about my pork allergy very early on in our friendship. Oh, I hope there is a fondue. I'm a big fan of fondue. Aussie Trisha, come on. If that photo, trust me, there's going to be worse. I'm sure of it. You're so cute. You're like, I don't belong here because of the tomato aspic. I'll puke. I can't stand aspic. Like, you know, when you buy a pate and there's aspic, like even if I take all the aspic off and then there's a tiny little bit left that somehow ends up still on it and it ends up in my mouth, but you're going to see that happen live on YouTube. And then I'm a bit of a hippie in terms of my composting. It just goes off my deck because I'm up 2 stories and I've got all these plants and everything down on the block below and this hill, like a slope full of succulents and coastal daisies and stuff, and I just fling it all. And the wildlife love it. They can eat the aspic shit. God, I'd be happy if I had to make a hash cake. You don't remember the 60s? Aussie Trish, come here and cuddle me. Go and give him out. Go and cuddle Mel, Aussie Trish. You're going to feel so much better. Oh, guys. All opened. This is going to keep me going for a while. I really don't think I need to go and get the other set because I have so many insane cookbooks. There's a book that I'm really, really keen to start cooking out of too. It's a book that my mum got for us when we were kids to teach us how to learn to cook and love it. Some of the shit in there is gold as well. Sonny definitely isn't going to be the taste tester. All right, guys, are you ready? Bit of music. Strong. Please, Jesus. I'm not an atheist. I'm agnostic, but please, Buddha. Whichever God is the one I want to hang out with, if there is one at all. I need to pray. I was born in the 60s, but I don't remember much of it because it was the late 60s when I came along. But all right, I'm terrified. I'm so scared. The Common Sense Cookery book. Some of them are just, but I just think, look, once a week, if I make something gross, I might be surprised. You know, there might be something one day that we're all like, holy shit, how cool was that? All right, America. Here we go. I'm going to pluck one out of the middle. Please make it edible. Oh, okay, it's quite exotic. I have no fucking idea what it is, but let me just check the ingredients. Oh, we're starting off. This looks pretty. Canned French fried onion rings optional. What the fuck? Did you guys have to? America, everything. When I lived in America, my host mother's kitchen, it was like, I opened up the fridge to get out some veggies to cook some dinner. And I was like, why don't we have any veggies? And she said, we've got heaps. And I'm like, there's nothing in the fridge. She said, no, they're all in the pantry. And it was just like cans and boxes of vegetables and in the freezer. I mean, I don't mind doing some. I'll just make some onion rings on the side. It does say optional though. So we're having. I'll show you the photo first. We'll see it. We'll both see it for the first time. But we're going to be having a dish called chicken surabaja. It might be, hang on a second, I want to look at the picture. Oh, it's from the Pacific Coast. It's from the Pacific Coast. I'm making this shit tomorrow, and here's the picture. So let's all get horrified together, okay? Oh, that's all right. They just look like kebabs. Yes, you beauty. We kick off that looks just like some chicken kebabs, Groovers. Fuck the onion rings. Unless they're on the skewer. Here we go. Chicken surabaja. Surabaya? It does look good. Oh, thank fuck. So this is going to be my dinner tomorrow. Oh, no, you can see the optional onion rings. What? Oh, look at those fancy skewers. They've got coins on the end of them. I can't believe you guys have canned French fried onion rings. That's disgusting. Are they still around? Look, what do you guys think? All right, this is where this becomes an audience participation. Oh, me too, Mel. I only buy exactly what I need, and almost daily now too, so I don't have anything that can go off if I suddenly get invited to something and food sits in my fridge for a couple of days. I pretty much buy stuff when I know I've got to cook. But, guys, this is where audience participation comes in. As my audience, you can either vote for this, you can stick with this card, or you can tell me to draw a second card, But whatever comes out the second time, that's what I have to make. So I'm going to leave this. I don't know how you can an onion ring. Hang on, let's look at. And do they come out deep fried? Canned deep fried onion rings. Or do you have to take them out and then cook them? What were they called? Canned French fried onion rings, not deep fried. Canned revolting. Oh, they're not cans though. They're like a plastic thing. They're made with real onions. You toss them into casseroles, mashed potatoes, burgers, and salads for an exciting pop of crunch. I guess they're pre-cooked, but they're now in a plastic container. I'll share it if I find a can, but yeah, that's sort of like in a Pringles container now. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, let me show you. It's still a thing. It's a scary thing. What's going on in chat, Mel? You and my child. Oh, bless you, darlings. Look at you go. All right, here we go. I've never seen anything like this. How bizarre. But I think that one on the end over on the right-hand side in the top row, that's an old can by the looks of it. French fried onions. They come out already fried. What in the fuckity fuck? That's one scary thing. I've still got a bit of veal wrapped in bacon. Once you pop, you can't stop. All right. So, gross. So, guys, I know how weird Aussie Trisha. All right, guys. So here's the gamble. You can either be really lovely and say, "Hey, fuck it, why not? Let's make the Pacific Coast chicken surabaja, whatever, I don't know how you pronounce it, which just looks like a chicken kebab to me. Or you can be a bunch of pricks and make me draw a second one, but whatever the second one is, unless it gets vetted because of the pork thing, I have to make it, and this is out of the equation and back in the box for another day. Well, Melmo would stick with that, but I'm giving you the choice. So if you want me to redraw, put a 1 in chat. If you want me to make this, kick off the 1973 recipe card cooking challenge with the first one drawn out, put a 2 in chat. Vote now. So 1 for a new one, 2 for stick with this. Well, Trisha's not voting. Oh, yes, I think I've got metal skewers. Joey Scout voted 1. Joey has as well. Mel's saying stick with it. Oh, bless. I think it would be nice maybe to kick it off with something safe, but I'm living on the edge. Veruca, I knew it. There's no way you would have said number 2. You're in danger. Oh, shit, that's another point. Yeah, because I'm going to have to grill these bastards out on my barbecue. Actually, I have got a pan that you can, like an indoor grilly thing. I think Trisha's too scared to see another card. Yeah, that's not gross enough. Oh, wait. Scout's gone back to number 2 to do the kebabs. Oh, shit, I'm going to have to do a poll. I can't work it out. Hang on. Why can't I? Hang on. Why isn't it letting me create a poll? My poll button's gone. Oh, no. There's a new... Wow, okay. There's other things I can do. All right. I mean, to be honest, if I was voting, I'd be doing redraw because I love an adventure. But it is a challenge. It doesn't necessarily mean they always have to be disgusting. Yeah, YouTube has made some changes because I've got start a Q&A. Let's do that after we vote. So, yeah, place your votes, you bastards, redraw. I knew it. Only 6 votes, though. How many people are watching? 12 watching. I love that you're all being a lot of savages. Oh, it's getting close. God, why are you doing this to me? 50-50. And nobody's going to vote now, are they? Yeah, just going to leave it sitting on 50-50. Oh, wait a minute. Mac the Kebabs is back out front. What's going on here? 9 votes. You guys are actually being really nice to me. It's a cute one to start with. It is. But one thing I was going to say is this will require... No, it does actually have on the inside, on the recipe instructions, to cook outdoors or indoors. So depending on the weather, we get hailed in Hobart today 3 times, and they were big and then cold. But yeah, there isn't. I have got an indoor option as well. But you guys are so lovely. Someone's tipped the vote. Oh, you're back on 50-50. No, I'm sticking to the recipe humanimal. There's no introduced. There's going to be plenty of pineapple. I think most of these recipe cards involve things out of a can. I mean, they've said to use canned French fried onion rings, for fuck's sake. Huff and Puff, don't make me use all my trolls. Please do. You're doing the vote. Oh, wait, we've got back to redraw. Oh, shit. I don't even know who Huff and Puff is, but I'm going to make you use all of your trolls. All right. I'm ending the poll. But number one originally. I don't know what you're talking about. I know they can't. That's why I want to do it, because it's going to be quite affordable. So if it's repulsive, it won't matter if I have to feed it to the pigs, you know. My sister's getting a pig. I'll just start a slop bucket for her, and every time she visits, I'll send her home with it. I'll just say, don't look at it. Well, Humanimal, you can say the kebabs all you want, but the people have spoken. End poll. Honour the first draw. Hey, this is meant to be fun. Look at Humanimal. Honour the first draw. This poll was rigged. Oh, look, everyone wants me to do the kebabs. All right. Fuck. Even though the poll said otherwise. See, now you're making me feel guilty. The poll was rigged. I'm taking my scarf. Yeah, whoever's troll kept coming in. Rigged. I'm happy to kick it off with, because look, we all know. Follow what the poll said. See, look, now there's a fight. There's a fight. All right. This is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to draw a second one. I am. This is to placate everyone. this is the first time I hadn't even planned the rules before I went live. From now on, like tomorrow when I've made whatever dish I make, whatever comes out is what we're making. There won't be any choices. But this was just a bit of fun to launch the game. I'm going to redraw another one. Draw another one. And then there's going to be a poll and you guys get to vote which dish. Does that sound fair? Will everyone be happy with that? I'm going to draw a second one. They're both going to go into a poll. And then Bob's your uncle. That's what I'll be making. The poll said Babs memory. Thank you. Look, Scout's the most responsible person in chat right now. So, in fact, always. So, I love kebabs. I just was having a bit of fun. I thought you guys might have gone, that was a bit boring. But this is where you guys get to choose. So, and whatever wins the poll, no argument, Groovers. But this was just to launch it. From tomorrow on the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen, I'm going to make the first dish. At the end of the show, I'm going to draw out the next one. And whatever it is, unless it has to be vetted because of the pork thing or the lack of seasonal vegetables, although they're probably going to all come out of a can anyway, I'm stuck with it. You want something green, don't wish it. It'll end up being green jelly or jello, as you would say. You are the naughty one, Joey. All right. Oh, okay. We have two options. Let me just check the ingredients. Cans. Oh, my God. Oh, no. 2 cans. This is huge. How many of these I'm going to halve this recipe. Okay, so it's either going to be from the Pacific coast. It's going to be chicken surabaja, or from party casseroles. No, it does translate human. I think honestly, a lot of the time, my humor is very dry and I'm very sarcastic, but I can just be dry too, like kind of a very literal dry. Like, so don't ever think I'm not getting you. I am. It just razzes me up to have a bit of fun with you because you're kind of like the responsible, thoughtful one when you're just chatting. So when you throw out little lines like that, I'm just kind of responding in a way that it's like I'm taking you seriously deliberately, but I'm actually kidding. I hope you know what I'm talking about. All right, the second one, you got your snort blue. All right, here's the other option, guys. Seafood mini casseroles. I've got to say, neither of them are that scary. The really scary shit's still in the box. All right, so that's the other option. And I'm telling you now, guys, the recipe, I need a shitload of prawns, or they say shrimp. I need 2 cans of lobster meat and 2 cans of king crab meat. I don't think we can even get lobster meat. I'm halving this too. It says it makes 8 servings. I'm halving it. We're making 4. I can chuck out 4 if I have to, but 8 will make me cry, especially prawns. They're not cheap. I'm not doing a 3-course meal. They're actually up there. Look how cool these ramekins are for Him Animal. I actually wish I owned them. They're great. What size ramekins do I need? Oh, it doesn't really say. What's on the top? You'll find out tomorrow if it wins. I don't want to give all the magic away. Also, as punishment for doubting the draw, I want to see Tori can. Can we even buy canned lobster or crayfish? I don't know if we can. They do look fancy. They're from the party casserole selection. I think you want a third one in the mix, just for the hell of it. Because so far I'm quite content. Because I'd eat either of them. I mean, I don't know if I can find canned crayfish, but I can get crab meat. So even if it's just prawn and crab, fresh prawns and some crab meat. What do you reckon, guys? Do you want the third option in the mix, or do you want to just do a poll with those two? See, I'm getting all twitty now. I know crab in a can is disgusting, but this is the challenge, Mel. Degustation, anyone? All right, the first person to respond if you want a third one. The only thing I cook in ramekins, I do love and a cute little pie. I do like a souffle. Poll, please. But do you want a third one for the poll, or are we just going to poll these two? So far I'm quite relieved because neither of these are terribly repugnant. See, now Emmanuel, she's the first. Let's go number 3. All right, Emmanuel. God, you crap me up. All right, here's the third option. Oh, I don't think I can buy these anywhere. Truly. No, I'm not doing. No, you guys have to vote. But I can't buy these here. We don't have them. It's fucking escargot. No, thank God too, because I know you all would have made me do snails. Well, I can't get snails in Tassie, so look at him. Animals like you have to do the third one. No, you guys can choose, but this time only because from now on. But sadly, I'm going to have to redraw the third because there ain't no escargot here. There is nowhere I can buy snails. I mean, there might be some gourmet butcher 3 hours drive away up north. I don't know, but I've got some in the garden too, Lindy Lou. But I'm not going to go out hunting snails. They're in your letterbox. No. There were about 4 on my driveway when I got home. But I'm not cooking a garden snail. I will die. I will die. My best friend who's coming out over summer, when she was a baby, her mum went out into the garden and Ange was sitting, not my sister Ange, my best friend's also an Angie, and she's sitting in the backyard with all this green foam coming out of her mouth and she'd been eating snails. What? I can buy snails in Tasmania. Hey, Mojojo. I can buy snails in Tassie. Mama, fuck off. Don't research. I don't have time tomorrow to go. Like, if they're not within a 15-minute radius of here, I'm not. I've got shit on tomorrow. I've got to cook this shit at lunchtime. So, if I can research. Hi, Lotus Flower. If I can research where to buy snails, I'll put it back in the box, but it's not going to happen. First dish is tomorrow. Trust me. Mel, shut up. I can't. I didn't expect snail. All right, this is the third option. Oh, I pulled out 3 cards. I'm going to redraw. Okay, all right. We've got a dessert in the mix, and we're all getting to see it at the same time. It's a lemon coconut cream cake. Holy shit. I can't have that for dinner tomorrow. All right, these are the 3 that are going in the poll. Oh, my God. How long is it going to take? It's going to take... I've got to start making it the day before I friggin' eat it. We did get the 3 courses. We're going to kick it off with a seafood mini casserole. But I can make one big casserole too. Then we've got the chicken kebabs from the Pacific Coast. And the cake, the snail killer. This is, but I've got to make it. I've got to start making it the day before. And what the hell is angel food cake mix? We don't have that here, I don't. Do we have, see, this is going to be the problem. How do I substitute that? Angel, Jesus Christ. This is why I need to just pick one. This is why I will just be picking one. Cake mix. I wonder if we can get that here. See, I don't mind going, oh, Betty Crocker does angel food cake mix. Would that be the same thing? I can get that here. I can get a Betty Crocker one, so we can make it. All right, good. Just make a vanilla sponge. Well, that's what I mean. I'll adapt them. All right, I'm polling this. You guys have got a tough decision ahead of you. So anyway, I've got the poll going. What's on the menu tomorrow? I'm actually really thrilled, though. I mean, apart from the moment with the snails, everything so far has been pretty reasonable. I've got recipe books with way worse than this shit. I can tell you that right now. Watching me decorate a cake will be diabolical. I'm a cook. I'm not a baker. There is no way I'm going to make a cake that's going to look anything like that card. Christ. I love lemon and coconut, though. Don't get me wrong. They're my flavors, but I'm going to have to go to the shop and buy baking stuff. All right. The poll is up. And yes, guys, apart from the moment with the snails, if you want to watch this stuff happening, you do have to go to the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen because that's where it's going to be. It won't be here. I'm just using my own channel to promote my other channel. So anyway, the poll is up. I forgot an option. No, there's the 3 options. What you talking about, Joey? There's 3 options in the poll. No, the snails, because I don't believe I can get them near where I live, and I don't have the time to. I want to do the first one tomorrow. Like, if I can get snails in Tassie, it's going to be too far away from where I live. And I'm not cooking tinned snails. They're definitely not in my local supermarket. Joey, I don't have the time, precious girl. I can't bake a fucking cake and do the 3-course. I know you're kidding, you animal. Again, I'm very dry. And it's just my natural canned snail. What's happening with the poll? Oh, everyone, look, yay. See, all the people that wanted the kebabs are going to get the kebabs. 1 minute to go on the poll. Someone hasn't voted, and it's probably me because I've got YouTube open. I don't know if you can get them in a can, Aussie Trisha. I friggin' hope not. So I think everyone's voted, which means we've ended the poll. And the chicken, after all of that last 40 minutes didn't need to happen. But my God, chicken surabaja it is tomorrow, thank God. And the canned onion rings are optional, but I will make onion rings. I don't even care, actually, just for the sake of kind of being true to the 70s. I don't even mind seeing if there's just some fried onion rings, and I'll just chuck them in my air fryer. I'll give a review of them as well. Because it's also my day off. I don't want to be too exhausted making onion rings from scratch when they're optional. Joey, what time will you be on? I need to be organised for this. How we all do, Lindy Lou. It's going to be for my dinner, but I'm going to make it probably around, by the time I've been to the gym and the shop, probably about lunchtime, Australia, around, 12-ish, 1 o'clock, because I do batshit tomorrow night. So this is the idea, is I'm going to make this food, so then I've got something to eat before Finn and I go live. But I could eat them for lunch too. But the plan is for them to be my Wednesday lunchtime lives and then batshit that night. That's the goal. Wednesday's becoming a bit of a YouTube day for me. I'm actually scheduling it now. I reckon you can, because I will cheat a little bit with those. Yeah, I reckon Coles. In fact, even I think my IGA / Hill Street down the road would have onion rings. Where it's just about to be 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. What? What time did I go? It's nearly 10. It's almost my bedtime. You're willing to help send towards any ingredients you may need, but only for delicious. Yeah. Oh, thank you, darling. If we do come across a recipe that I'm like, I seriously have to try this, I'll pay you for it. Where's my lid? Here we go. Oh, I'll give you the cash for it. You don't have to pay for it. And it's the postage that's a killer, not the thing. So, yeah, we're kicking off with some 1973 chicken kebabs in a nutshell. I'll keep the ingredients and everything up my sleeve. They'll be delicious with a lemongrass chili rice. Look, they would, but I'm sorry, I'm going to stick to this true to form, because I want to do plates of food that are just beige or brown, and they get covered in a sauce, and the optional onion rings are the only recommended thing to serve them with, and that is exactly what I'll be doing. So I probably will end up eating them for dinner, and I'll have a salad for lunch, but I'll probably have salad with them when I actually eat them later. But for the purposes of this channel, for Shxtty Kitty Kitchen, what they recommend is all I'm doing. So I'm sure there's going to be a heap of bowls of just like yellow items. Yeah, we're in the same zone, Trisha. Lotus is on your time. It's 9 in Bris Vegas. It's 2 a.m. for Kim. Crikey. 7 a.m. in New York. Joey, you voted the putrid seafood. How many times we've got a few, because the Northern Territory is different again. Like Finn and I are really out of whack when he's away with work. I don't own a microwave, humanimal. I don't mind cooking some rice, but for the purposes of the actual cooking bit, it's going to be as is, whatever they say. It literally says, serve chicken with sauce poured over, garnish with onion rings if desired. And that's it, and that's all I'll be doing. So we can all see what colourful dishes people sat down to for dinner in the 70s in the United States. We're like, what's for dinner? Just a plate of beige, darling. Enjoy. You knew the majority. Look at Joey defending voting for the seafood. I'm glad we came around to the fact. I knew you would be glad, Emmanuel. I think, and Scout would be happy too, right? Yeah, and Adelaide. Is Adelaide now an hour apart from us or half? I can't remember. And I lived there for 20 years. 6 a.m. for you, Bristol. England, think you up here upside down. It's 9 to 11 hours ahead of you. So it's 11:02 Tuesday. So yeah, it's 10 p.m. Wait, what? It's 11:02 a.m. Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh, sorry for you. Yeah, it's Wednesday here tomorrow. See, I'm losing. I need to go to bed. I think we all live in one apartment block. So don't forget to hit the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen link if you're not on there, because you'll never see this being made on Better Call Tour. You got to go over to the other channel or you're going to miss out. Aussie Trisha, you can't work out memberships because, yeah, look, I really need to spend some time sorting my channel out and updating the emojis. I've got a lot to do. But I've decided Wednesdays are going to be like a dedicated YouTube day. I'm just going to really do a lot of work and make videos, do a heap of different bits and pieces, and then do some scam baiting and some other lives throughout the week. That's my plan. But, yeah, I'm a bit hopeless with the memberships too at the moment, Aussie Trisha. I'd make my own risotto or rice, but sometimes I have to cheat. Look, hey, I think if you've got a microwave, whack it in. If you have a world clock on your phone, please put in Hobart. Yeah, although the beauty of see you, Lindy Lou. Thanks for dropping in, Grover. Well, the one thing I love about YouTube is how it, with reminders and stuff, it's always adjusted to your time zone. Thank God, because I'm hopeless with numbers. All right, there's one last thing I just want to experiment with because it's a new thing I haven't seen on my YouTubes before. Start a Q&A. Oh, I've got to ask the questions and then answer viewer questions live. Huh? But why do we need a poll for that? Say something. Why do we need this feature? Start Q&A. Chat's it's made chat vanish, which is great. Thank you again, Aussie Trisha. That's so sweet of you. It's made chat to know what came first, the chicken or the escargot. Okay, so, and does God have feet? So, oh my God, so chat's now you guys asking questions. All right. The chicken came before the escargot. Literally. Figuratively, I still think the chicken came. Oh, look, I don't know. The escargot came first. I can't even answer funnily. Does God have feet? I don't even believe in God, so I can't believe in his feet either. Will this be a weekly or bi-weekly? So you guys, what are you seeing? This is really weird. Do you get to just punch in random questions or something? Will this be a weekly or bi-weekly cooking? It'll be weekly because but there'll be more cooking happening because I'm also going to be cooking from this CWA cookbook from the state of Victoria that I was given by my friend Janet for my 40th birthday. It says, to Tori, on the occasion of her 40th birthday, now you are a proper lady. You need one of these. Lots of love, Janet. So I've got my little CWA cookbook. So I'm going to be cooking shit out of this too. And I've got all kinds of other things. Like if we were cooking out of this, because I'll be randomly opening it, tea time macaroons. We're on. Geez, I don't have a lot of ingredients. I'm going to be cooking from this as well. I think that's the end of the Q&A. That's the end of the questions. Oh shit! Wait, and then I'm going back into StreamYard. Why did the snail cross the road? He was a filthy double crosser. You don't see what I'm reading? Your question box disappeared. Oh, you don't get to see them. This is interesting, isn't it? Because for me, when I go back to YouTube, did Alison Holst ever cook escargot? I think she would have stuck to the chicken. Who's Alison Holst? So I don't even have to name who's asking the questions if you can't see them. And then I get an option to hide chat. Oh, it's gone. How do I get it back? Show chat. And then, famous Kiwi cook. Okay. This is mighty weird. I think this question feature will be a little overwhelming for the creators. I know we're a bit slow. You've got to clap out the syllables to us already. Lotus flower, I like escargot. I like them too. I just, we used to eat them a lot in Vietnam, but let me see. Where can I buy snails to eat in Tasmania? I mean, there's a French restaurant here that... Oh, I could buy some online. Oh, that's what Mel found. La Perouse escargot. All right, where are they? She's right. Sanford. It's a bit of a hike. I mean, it's not crazy. It's not crazy far away from me, but the thing I'm concerned about is they are literally selling garden snails. Like the snails in my garden. And they're feeding them and they discovered they don't like melon. Organic snails. Tas snails. This site can't be reached. Why not? Okay, so they've got a Dicky website link. They've got an active Facebook page. They posted... Oh, no. Their last post was the 12th of May. They may not be around anymore. Hang on, let me see if I can follow. Yeah, the last post was the last post of snails was December 21. About. And their website link doesn't work, so thank God for that. Get my shovel ready. I'm all... Everyone that bought them cut. That's... And I'm getting rid of this. How do I get rid of this thing? End Q&A. This will remove all the questions in the list. Well, I can't see anymore. Before, all I could see was... This is so weird. I'm just ending it. Goodbye. Good, that's gone. It's easier for me just to read your questions in chat. We do have a roaring truffle chat. I like snails too. Oh, you mean cooking with Kay? Her fried rice when she doesn't pre-cook the rice. I've seen that one. It's a shocker. That's probably one of her worst ones, if that's what you mean. The lovely Kay. And when Lee does the taste test, he's like, the rice is a bit crunchy because she's literally just thrown it into the frying pan and flicked it around a little bit with all the other stuff. She hasn't pre-cooked it. Oh my God, it's horrible. The rice is a little bit crunchy. Oh, you've got to love them. Oh, cute little snail emoji. Yeah, look, I'm up for foraging, but snails, nay. And look, I've eaten them, but they're not something I've ever craved to cook. It's like, what do I feel like for? Oh, fuck yes, I feel like some snails. Like, no. And I don't. You have to buy a quantity and then keep eating. No, I'm bad with leftovers as it is. It would just be a waste of money, and I don't imagine they'd be cheap either. Get my shovel ready. I don't even need a shovel. They're sitting out on my driveway at the moment. Everyone bought them cut. Oh my God. The pinned link for the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen. Thank you, Scarlett. There is a tough bit inside. There is a tough bit. You have to kind of to get a bit gnarly with it. Oh, I'm envious. Cinnamon donuts now. Where's the recipe for them? Okay, so thank you, everyone. It took a long time for us to get back to the original card. You're kind of right, though, Human Animal. I'm a bit like that too. It's like go with the first. But then I was like, hey, this is fun. And I sort of wanted to launch this series with something revolting. But hey, just because it's from 1973 doesn't mean it has to be horrible. I loved the 70s. I was 6 in 1973. I had groovy clothing and probably ate chicken kebabs like that on a fairly regular basis. We do have fun in here. We do. So there we go. I'll be setting up the live for this in the morning. Fortunately, I just better check the ingredients. Oh, God bless it. You can tell it's the 70s because margarine is an alternative to butter. But that's going to be fun and very easy. And yeah, on the side, I'll probably whip up a delicious little side salad or something to go with it. But for the purposes of cooking authentic 1973, it's literally going to look like this, except without the fancy skewers. Look how fancy those skewers are. They've got coins on them. I mean, hello, that's posh. That's posh. Is Maggie Beer the equivalent of that chick you mentioned? Alison Hurst, was it? I've lost you too and you're chattering. It's plausible with her history. I love it. Look at the chat you two are having. This is awesome. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you were 9 in 1973. See, Joey, go and have your wedding anniversary route. What are you doing hanging around on here? You had kids in the 70s. Fondue and little meatballs, little snack weenies. What was that song? I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everybody would be eating me. Is that the words? I learned that when I lived in the States. Is that seriously the Everyone we would be eating me, really?
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
Oh, thank God, everyone would be in love with me. My memory was everybody would be eating me. That's rude. Oh my God. Where were we? 4 in the 70s and 2 in the 80s. Can't you, Aussie Trisha? I'm following that recipe to a T. I hope it says cook them for 35 minutes until you can bounce them on the kitchen floor. I know. Thank you. Another one with the bamboo. I've got metal ones, I'm pretty sure, but they don't have coins on the end of them. Yes, everyone would be in love. Not everyone would be eating. Okay. Well, I learned that when I was in America. I'd never heard of an Oscar Mayer wiener until I went there and ate one. Anyway. I found the Facebook page for the snails. I haven't traded since December last year by the looks of it. It's not that, I mean, it's about an hour's drive from here, so, it was doable, but Humanimal reminded me of the chewy bit in the middle, and I've decided that one's an unrealistic one. Oh, much love to you, Aussie Trisha. Far out. Who was it today? Oh, my sister-in-law, her parents just had their 58th wedding anniversary or something. It's like, how can you? That's just impossible. You're too young to have been married for that long. It's crazy. No, it wasn't Mel because what's that? Wait a minute. What have you got? Fat bastard as your avatar? Is that what's going on there? Is that fat bastard? Because at first glance, I was like, you're going to get banned on YouTube with that. I never had a tender piece of meat till I moved out of my parents' place. Oh, they found you eating snails out of the pot. Well, my friend Angie was found eating snails in the backyard, and she had green foam coming out of her mouth. I remind her of that. Well, every time I catch up with her, we talk about that. Her claim to fame. All right, Grievers. Oh, it's bedtime for me. It's 10:20. I did feel like doing a reaction tonight and ended up deciding we'd kick off the 1973 Cook Fest. So I do have some things to say tomorrow about the Cunty family. So if you want to tune in for that too, I'm not sure what time I'll be doing it, but I really do need to do that as well. It's going to be a busy day of YouTubery. You're going to see me over here on Better Call Tour, over there on the Shxtty Kitty Kitchen, and back on Better Call Tour for Batshit tomorrow night with Finn. It's a big day. It's a big day. But until next time, stay groovy, everyone. And from Sunny, who might now actually not be able to get out of there. She could be literally wedged. Look at you. Hi, beautiful. And of course, she's turned away from me. Thanks, Groovers. And yeah, if you want to watch me make the kebabs tomorrow, but I will be following their recipes. So even if common sense dictates that's not what you do, we're cooking 1973 style. These kebabs could end up being exactly like a snail. They could be chewy in the middle. But I do cook genuinely delicious stuff on my channel as well. It's just a bit of fun. We might all be pleasantly surprised. In fact, I will adapt these so that they're edible. There's no point cooking food I'm not going to be able to eat, right? We'll be bringing 1973 into 2022 in style. Oh, they're one of my favourite things in the whole world, Mel. Anywho, Groovers, I am out of here. I've got to brush my teeth, wash my face, go to bed, and I'll see all y'all tomorrow for some chicken. For some chicken surabaja. Hang on. Let me get the pronunciation. Oh, it's a silent J. It's Surabaya. Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Surabaya. No, that's a city in Indonesia, isn't it? I need the Pacific Coast. Hang on. Because as soon as I'm saying Surabaya, I'm like, that's in Indonesia. Well, apparently this Pacific Coast Surabaya thing doesn't exist. So they've made it up. This recipe card has come up with a word that sounds tropical. Bastards, I'm onto them. No, it probably is Cajun. Anyway, Groovers, I don't know. Chicken on a stick tomorrow. I love all y'all, and sweet dreams of those of you heading to bed, and enjoy your morning for those of you waking up. And if you're in the middle of the day, woohoo, it might be lunchtime. We'll chat to you all tomorrow. Until then, farewell.